This next story is a little heartbreaking, but it has a kind of uplifting ending. Our next reader tells me she has a long history of her artwork and writing being stolen or destroyed. I'm not sure if I would ever recover from something like that, but this writer doesn't seem to have an ounce of quit in her. She's currently rewriting her collage, novel, hybrid poem epic from the ground up. A feat of perseverance I so admire. Please welcome Elee.
Can we do that? Contrary to popular belief, a lot of us girls don't like the phallus right, like, in front of our faces. So, God, it's really cool to be here. And as was touched upon, I didn't know he was going to say all that, but as was touched upon, why do I have these on when I'm not even reading it? It actually started even before this. There's a long history. Grandma started ripping my shit up when I was a kid. But in 1989, 20 years of a shit ton of writing and artwork was destroyed in a natural disaster some excuse as manhood. And although it only took me a few years to cautiously start creating again, it took me until 2014 and Vegas and until all of you came into my life. To return to my poetry. I got into the fiction program. I've never written fiction before, but I'm going to read some poetry. An excavator by any other name, bobcat. The trunk, the roots, cinder blocks flood the morning, heaven for my shit, fenced in fences, the gate divorced, lock locked, chain chained, and standing alone, pretty and galvanized. No longer to blind the napping, no strand green waves, no amber needle curtain foolery. Bounce of teeth, mud of eyes, snap, back to death wagging. I've just got a few short ones. 8 past Maybell. Time's not a tease. She's a whore. Hate her when her legs are spread. Miss her when she's gone. And when time is gone, inside out cake, I eat her with spots of jasmine tea. Hold your second. Hand me words, soft, black bananas. Be my bitch, double time on your burning knees. On a count-on. My tricks dead to the stick, my tracks spite their efforts, dress his story up pretty. Those half-dozen boys will never leave jellies to the threshing. Sometimes the uterus does not bleed, but the hemorrhage comes from the hand, from the nose, from the gums, ear, under the skin, underneath the skin of the body. And in these cases, it often is called second-hand menstruation, acting so differently then than from what good men would act under identical circumstances. Wonderful actors, these. Now, other your pretty little head, love. Professional rescuers, David. Foaming opinions far downstream, rush of asphalt, with what facts? I am reckoning, edging, the edges could be construed as suicide, save all else. Soaring impression, arm deficiencies, I see her as she is not struggling. I see her as she floats away, like Ophelia, a cherry-tipped alpine composed on soft lips with tab laced in fingertips, hop, skip, come, tumble down. They were trained. They had equipment. And now for the intake taking. Tell me about the rape. Bus is here. Seeping hospital rows. Hollow the line. Receptivist, red, loading the 109. Still the drink is drinking me again. The now 1 year or 20 for sets of pomegranates, for a single cherry. Leave those frames a mute eye, fruit aisle. Use this night that is tonight. Domesticationate via you. You vile my stardust stuttering, and reapply beneath sorry salt as up and coming. And the last one is farther from father. Run, Jack, tat of fact, D for deliver, A then for always an appetite of another, of an other. D is not for ease, but the dis and the wishful dawn disappearing. So, cock it for fun, son. Appoint your tactical blood tapestries. I got the front line for the face. Potluck smiles sharp with guns hatching cranial flames. Where yours is, everyone has one. Dive, alive, drive. That's all.